Yeah, when I think about people being resilient, it's two things that I think really set somebody up to thrive in that situation versus sometimes what we're doing is just kind of surviving the situation and trying not to drown. But it's this ability to have grit, which I see as just that determination that no matter how tough things go, you're going to keep going. The energy that you have to keep pulling through something, and I think that's tied directly to whether or not you have a strong enough purpose that you're fighting for. And the more you have something that you're fighting for, the more you're going to have the wherewithal. It's that whole, the mother that saves the kid and can lift the car. That purpose is so high that there's no obstacle you won't fight through and push through. But that might get you through and keep you afloat. But the other part of that is how resourceful are you? And I think that's something that as a culture we're not always so good about supporting, because to be resourceful we have to be really creative, and to be creative we have to feel okay to be imaginative and think outside of what we're used to seeing, think outside of what's rational right now. Most likely for you to be resilient, you're going through an irrational situation you didn't expect. So how do you be creative about what your options are? And then resourcefulness is also how do you get the help and the partnership that you need to get through things. Where I know for me personally, grit was never a problem. I was kind of born into situations that really fed that grittiness of you don't give up, you keep going, no matter how ugly it is. But the resourcefulness, I also grew up. You don't bother people with your problems. You don't reach out. You don't, And if I could be creative, but it took me a while to learn how much easier it is to stay resilient. We've got other people on your side, either cheering you along, helping you get the resources, or just thinking differently than you. Those two together, that grit and resourcefulness, that's what really makes us resilient.